church disruptions, and the indignation of the woke generation. We're not well prepared for a fight we didn't see coming. Certainly, we knew the moral landscape was deteriorating. We knew we were having less and less influence on that landscape, and that it was drifting further every year from Judeo-Christian values. But we didn't count on it becoming downright hostile. We should have. While we've been paying our university six-figure tuition fees, they've been running our sons and daughters through a catechism of contempt for America, Christianity, and some of the most basic values each holds. Our media can barely conceal its bias, treating its left-leaning slant on the news as the only decent way to view current events. Our state governments have passed laws stifling religious expression and sanctioning its repression. Big tech, that prime mover and shaker of public opinion, censors and cancels our online voices at whim while saying with a wink and a smirk, "We value free speech. We just want to protect our community." That's the big picture, but there's a smaller one, causing us even more turmoil in our own families, social connections, places of work, and spheres of influence. We're feeling at an intimate level the tensions being played out nationally. People who are most dear to us are becoming strangers to us, not by our choice, but by their disgust with our views and, as a result, their dismissal of us. In most cases, their designation of us as untouchables is a reaction to our beliefs about homosexuality, transgenderism, race, abortion, salvation, judgment, and sin nature. Our crime is not the adoption of those beliefs, but our refusal to abandon them, as the truly enlightened folks seem to have done. The culture is embracing a new world vision, but we haven't. So we're charged with refusal to bend, and now, shocked and numbed by our recent arrest, we're prepping for the trial. It can be held anywhere we converse and interact. Gone are the days of Bible-believing Christians living an unchallenged faith because the land we once viewed as a comfortable home is becoming foreign territory, barely recognizable to those of us who remember other times. Are we ready? Ready or not, here comes the mandate to face the cancel culture, hear its charges against us, and do something perhaps new to us, but historically common to the church. Be ready to give an answer for the hope that lies within us. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 15. Speak the truth in love. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 15. Be unashamed of our Master's words. Luke chapter 9, verse 26. Act as ambassadors for Christ. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 20. And contend earnestly for the faith once delivered to the saints. Jude, verse 3. My own work since 1987 as a biblical counselor and Christian speaker addressing sexual issues has forced me to do just that. Early on, I realized I wouldn't be allowed to just minister to people who wanted to reject sexual sin. I'd also have to articulate a defense for their decision, and mine as well, both as a counselor to them and an advocate for their choice. That meant sharpening tools and weapons at the same time. Tools were needed to minister, but weapons were also needed to defend. They included a working knowledge of the arguments being used against us, a wise as serpents approach to public dialogue, and the covering of intercessors. It meant going to boot camp and battle at the same time, learning as you go. Anyone who has served on the front lines of culturally edgy ministry will tell you the same. But these days, the lines between civilians and soldiers are awfully fuzzy. Any one of us who believes in the authority of Scripture, its relevance to social issues, and the importance of offering a defense for sound doctrine will find herself or himself drafted into battle. Just say, "Let there be light," and watch the darkness howl. We know where we stand. The question becomes, how do we stand? How do we not only articulate the biblical view on today's controversies, but also defend that view against serious, false, but widely believed accusations?